Hello. Hi. My name is Ella, and I like Generation 3 of Monster High, so I'm going to talk about it for as long as I want, because I don't have many friends that like Monster High like I do. So starting off, we have Draculaura, the core Draculaura. I do not have her for whatever reason. I have Corephra's Draculaura, because I preferred her in the stores. So that sort of shows my opinion on this doll. B tier. I think she's really cute, and I like that that's the design they used for the show. But I wish she had, like, darker makeup. Or Generation 1 Draculaura would definitely wear that outfit, though. Next, I have Core Frankie. A tier. I destroyed my Core Frankie doll because I cut their hair for fun. I didn't like that they didn't have half their head shaved. So I did that, and I regret it deeply. But at least now I have a freaky little Frankie on my shelf. Next, I have Cleo, another core doll I do not own. I didn't buy her because she doesn't look as good as the others. She's probably a C tier doll for me. Okay, so I think that because her dress just looks a little bit cheap. I like the idea, the one behind it, but it could have been so much better. Okay, after that we have Laguna, A tier. A lot of people really don't like Core Laguna, and I agree that is probably her weakest release, or second weakest. I don't like another Laguna doll coming up. I really like Generation 3 Laguna. In fact, I'd argue that I like her more than Generation 1 Laguna, so I can be fought on that. I think she's cool. I wish that her outfit was higher quality, but I like her a lot. She's up there with Frankie. Core Claudine goes right down to C tier with Cleo. I own Core Claudine, but she's ugly as hell. I got her half off, actually. That was the only reason I ended up buying her, and I'm glad I did. I like her, but she could have been so much better. She just looks cheap. She just doesn't feel like Claudine. She feels like discount Howleen. After that, we have Deuce going into D tier. He's just okay. I like that he looks more like a monster with, like, green skin and all of that, but I don't like how his actual, like, doll coming right out the box doesn't have glasses, but Ghoulia's does. It's just really weird, because I don't like him very much. I prefer Generation 1 Deuce, and he wasn't even really my favorite in Generation 1. Following that up with Ghoulia, right in D tier. I think I'd like to have her, only to restyle her, because I'm a Ghoulia fan. Not as much in Generation 3, but I still like Ghoulia. So I do want this doll at some point, but she looks ugly. I don't know how they approved this design, or why they allowed her to talk, or any of that. After that, we have Toralei in B tier. This is my least favorite release of hers, because she has a cat on the shirt, which, oh my god, how'd you know that she was a cat? Wow. And her hair is way too... I could cut her hair, because I'm a doll hair cutter. I'm an awful person for that, but I am a doll hair cutter, and I could probably do that for her, but I don't want the work. They did it for Neon Frights Toralei and the new Fearbook Toralei, so why couldn't they do it for this one? So after that, we have Day Out Frankie, who's going up to A tier as S tier. That's my first S tier doll. I own this doll, and I freaked out when I saw them. They are my favorite Day Out doll, and probably one of my favorite Frankie dolls. And they look even better than the core doll for being a budget doll. Oh god, I love Generation 3 Frankie so much. There's so much I can talk. I could make an entire video talking about just Generation 3 Frankie. They're my favorite. I want to collect as many of their dolls as I can, because they look so good in all of their releases. Following that up, we have Day Out Claudine in B tier. I really like this doll. I like the outfit way more than the core Claudine outfit, because I think Generation 1 Claudine might wear that one. And then I have Draculaura going up in A tier, because I really like that outfit that she comes with. She wouldn't. That was pretty good. Now we have coffin break. Ugh, I do not remember. It's something similar to that. The 2-pack between Deuce and Frankie. So the Deuce is going down in D tier. I cannot tell the difference between them. They look the same as in awful. Frankie goes up into A tier, I think. The only reason they're there instead of S tier is just that there's something missing from their outfit. Like, the shirt is very odd to me. I don't get it. I love the doll, though. That's why it's an A tier. It's just I don't like that shirt at all. They're so good with Frankie releases, so. After that, we've got the Ghoul Spirit Draculaura from the 6-pack. I'm going to put her in B tier. I really like all the cheer uniforms they came up with for Generation 3. I like how they're all personalized to the character, which is why I'm going to follow that one up with Toralei right next to her. They are very basic dolls, but I would have loved if they got their single releases, because then I might have bought them, but they come with that 6-pack with 4 flop dolls and then 2 pretty good dolls. I just love Toralei and Draculaura so much. And I love that they're on that team together, and they've got so much good. They did the top knot right for that Toralei. Why couldn't they do it for Core Claudine, who definitely had a bigger budget? It's just ridiculous to me. Anyways, following that up, we have Ghoul Spirit Cleo, who is almost good. I'd put her up in B tier if it weren't for the awful headgear she's wearing. It's just very odd and not Cleo-like at all. And also, Cleo would be on the Fear leading team. I don't know why they cut that out of her thing in Generation 3. Because it worked so well for her in Generation 1. One of my favorite arcs they had was the Fear Camp arc, where they, at Gloom Beach, or I think, yeah, Gloom Beach, all of that. That was so fun. I really liked in the webisodes. It's one of my favorite arcs, as I said. Right beside that Cleo is Ghoul Spirit Frankie. Because Frankie can do no wrong. They're just boring here. I don't like them very much. Then in D tier, we have the ugly Claudine and the Deuce that doesn't come with glasses from the Ghoul Spirit line. They're just, I don't like them at all. I wish Laguna was there. Laguna would have made a good Ghoul Spirit doll. So next we have Gorganizer Draculaura, all the way up to A tier immediately. She's a very basic doll, and I think that really works for her. She doesn't have much going on, and it really helps with her coming with that Gorganizer playset, which is a pretty good place. I don't have it, but God, I would love to, because that's such a good doll. They did such a good doll. They did such a good job with Draculaura in Generation 3. You know, a lot of people don't like her in Generation 3. She got some pretty bad releases, which I'll go over later. But, yeah, that Draculaura is awesome. I think she's really great, and I'd love to have her someday. All the way up in S tier, without even thinking, is Twyla, my favorite Monster High character of all time. One of my favorite dolls of all time, Generation 3 Twyla. She's better than Generation 1 Twyla to me. They perfected all of what Twyla... I can't think of a Twyla doll they've released that I haven't liked. I even liked the trash Generation 2 ones just because it was Twyla. The School Spirit one with Twyla and the jam skirt, I still liked it because I love Twyla. That's still one of my favorite dolls just because it's Twyla. And because Twyla has other releases in Generation 3, it's obvious that there will be Twyla up there. Following it up is Viridescent Laguna, who I actually got recently, and I really, really like her. I'm going to put her in B tier. She's really cool. She is very... For a Skulltimate Secrets doll that is way more than core dolls, they could have done so much more. I know that we're getting a second outfit, but they could have done more with the second outfits. They did a really good job with her, though. I really like that Laguna. They could have done so much better with her. Following her up, we have Creepover Draculaura going right next to her. I really like that doll, but I feel she should have been cheaper. I don't know. Where I am in Canada, the Creepover dolls were the same price as the core dolls. They don't have that much with them at all. I don't really understand the thought process behind that. I like Draculaura's hair. I prefer her hairstyle in her core way, like the vampire bangs down instead of in the buns, but I do really like it, especially in the cartoon, which I watch. I like her outfit too. I prefer the Dead Tired Draculaura outfit. In fact, I just prefer Dead Tired to all of their, like, pajama dolls in Generation 3. There's only, like, 4 of them, I think. But, no, they could have done way better with it. Then in C tier, we have Creepover Frankie, who, it's not a very good doll. I mean, not Ghoulia bad or Deuce bad. All of the Deuce dolls are down there in D for Deuce. But Frankie is just, I don't like that Frankie at all. I think they're worse than the Ghoul Spirit Frankie. However, I really do like, it's taking me a long time to think of something I like about Creepover Frankie, so I'm just going to leave it there and just say I like something about the doll, I just can't put my finger on it. B tier, Claudine. I actually would put Creepover Claudine in A tier, but she comes with that awful, like, moon pillow. It's all I think of when I see that doll, so it might just be, like, negative connotation I can chalk that up to. And that just ruins the doll for me. I really like it. I really like that. If I saw that doll out in public, I would buy it. I really like Creepover Claudine. I don't know what it is about that doll. Following that up, we have Innovation Draculaura going to B tier. I really like the hat, but I do not like the purple in the outfit and the shorts. It's just, it's not doing it. It's not very Draculaura of her. They could have done so much better. For the innovation line, like, she did look pretty good, but there wasn't anything innovating about it, or innovation. I can't talk. I just think it could have been way better than it was. She's cool though. I do like that doll. She's just not my favorite. Cleo going up to A tier. She's such a cool doll in innovation. They did the shoulder thing with Caddy later, the pink ones. They gave her sort of the gold ones here. I don't have this doll, but it really looks like that, but I'm not sure what it is because it didn't work on Caddy at all, but it really does work on this Cleo. God, I don't know why, but God, I love that Cleo. I just wish that there was less, like, random pinks in the outfit. They just need to stop putting random pinks in all of the dolls' designs. It just doesn't really work. It's just, I do like that doll, but the pink isn't working. And now for, I think, my least favorite Laguna, being Innovation Laguna from Skulltimate Secrets. I did not clarify that it's Skulltimate Secrets Innovation. For those who don't know that it's called Innovation instead of Skulltimate Secrets Series 1, which is a lot to say right now. I just don't like the hat. It does not fit with the rest of the dolls. I don't like it at all. I don't have much to say about it because I think of nothing when I think of this doll. Right there with Creepover Frankie and Polly Dean. The next to her would be Innovation Claudine. I like the hair. I don't like anything else. It's just, I don't like the hats in this line very much. I really do like Innovation Frankie's and Draculaura's. And I don't even think Cleo even has a hat that looks like a headband. But most of the hats, like the ones that are talked about the most, so Laguna's and Claudine's, at least on my area of the Monster High community, those are what's talked about the most, and I just don't like it at all. These dolls could be cute, but why would they use their worst looks as their stock photos, and their worst looks is what they advertise them with, and then have, like, not very good pieces to go along with it that just look cheap and feel cheap. I don't like it at all. However, all the way up in S tier is going Beetlejuice Frankie, as I like to call them. I love this doll with my life. I shake thinking about them. They are so cool, and I love Beetlejuice, and Innovation Frankie is awesome. I love their hat. God, I love Beetlejuice Frankie. Why are they Beetlejuice Frankie? The hat looks like Beetlejuice's. I love, love, love that Frankie so much. Oh my god. Okay, after that we have Monsterista's Claudine. So when you've seen well, obviously you've seen it, you've been watching my video, you've seen what I think of the other budget dolls. The first budget Frankie is up there in my S tier. So this has nothing to do with the fact that it's a budget doll for why I'm putting it in C tier. So Monsterista's Claudine. Boring. That's all I really have to say about that. Monsterista's Draculaura, B tier. Boring. I like the dress, but the makeup just, I don't, she feels really washed out for some reason. Like, in all of her photos that I've seen, I don't have this doll. I'm in Canada. As far as I know, she's only being sold in Latin American countries. So I don't have this doll, obviously. But she just looks like a lighter pink than... In fact, I think that's the case for most of the budget dolls from Monsteristas. Specifically Claudine and Draculaura, their stock pictures, their skin is so much paler, and that's just really off-putting to me. And it doesn't help the fact that they're just very one-note dolls. There's nothing really, like, standing out about them. I do like them a lot, actually, but compared to some of the other Generation 3 dolls, they're just not doing it. Frankie's going up in A tier. I love Generation 3 Frankie. This is not as good as the first budget doll, because nothing is as good. No other budget doll has ever been as good as that budget doll. That's how budget dolls should be done. But that Frankie's cool. I like them a lot. They're just not, like, anything S tier. But they are A tier for me. I love Frankie so much. After that, we have Fearadescent Cleo going to A tier, right next to that Frankie. Fearadescent is such a great line. Oh my god, I love Fearadescent. Like, I can't really think of any dolls that are like C and D tier for me. They're all good. I love them. It's probably my favorite Skulltimate Secrets line to date. Fearadescent. I have 2 dolls from that line, being the Laguna and the Claudine. After that, we have Frankie. Frankie going right next to Cleo, their girlfriend, where they belong. Which is also where they belong even if Cleo wasn't there, because oh my god, what a strong Frankie doll. Nothing will beat Innovation Frankie, but oh god, I love that doll so much. I don't think I would have, like, thought that just an all blue, black and white, like really, like, pale blue Frankie doll would be this good, because it feels very boring when you think about it, because Frankie is known for being, like, having, like, all these different colors, especially in Generation 3, with, like, they're just a walking rainbow in Generation 3, especially in, like, some of their other dolls, especially with, like, Malcolm Committee coming out, hopefully, with, like, the pan color boots, like, but having, like, a very, not monotone, is it? I don't know, but one color doll for Frankie worked so well, and I don't know why it is, I just love it so much. Claudine goes down in B tier with Laguna. I have this doll, as I said. I really, really like it a lot, actually. But compared to the Frankie and the Cleo from the line, it just sort of falls a little bit short. Now that I'm looking at my list, I kind of want to move Innovation Cleo down to B tier, because I have Innovation Cleo next to dolls like the Fearadescents, and it just isn't working anymore. I still really like that Cleo. That Cleo's probably my favorite of the B tier dolls, because they're right in between B and A, but they just aren't good enough to be an A doll for me, so... After that, we've got the last Fearadescent being Draculaura, who I'm gonna put in A tier. What a great Draculaura doll. I don't even know what to say about that doll. It's just... she deserves to be up there with Frankie and Cleo. And I think it's ironic how the 2 dolls I have from Fearadescent, Claudine and Laguna, are my least favorite, but also the only ones I have, so I'm worried that I think the stock photos are so good and then I get the doll and I don't like it, and I really hope that's not the case. These are such great dolls. I do want these dolls so bad. It's like Beetlejuice Frankie. I'm in Canada, so when I look at Canada Amazon, Beetlejuice Frankie is like $78 on there from last I checked. And that's pretty crazy. I'm not going to pay $78 for Beetlejuice Frankie. As much as I love them, I'm just going to wait for them to be average Canada priced. So anyways, after that we have Abby, who's going up there in A tier. Poly hair and those ugly shoes, and the snowflake on their shirt, like we won't notice that she's a literal Yeti. Gonna bring her down. but not by much. She's awesome. I love the blushing in her face and her little horns. And I really do like her pants. And oh, I really like her body type that they gave her for this generation. It just works so well for this doll, and I have no idea. But I really like the new Generation 3 body types they're giving all the dolls. The ones that really stand out to me are definitely, and my brain's blanking, Draculaura, Abby, and Caddy. I love all their body types so much, and I'm so glad they're adding diversity to that. It's an important thing. Oh, and another thing to add about Abby, apparently the pet is Tundra now instead of Shiver. Or is it the other way around? I think it's no, yeah, it's definitely Shiver in Generation 1. I prefer Generation 1 Abby by so much. One of my favorite characters of all time. Even outside of Monster High, that's... I really do like the mold for Shiver / Tundra in Generation 3. I'm going to call them that because I keep getting it mixed up. I'm an original Generation 1 fan. Why am I doing... my brain just isn't remembering a lot of the information correctly currently. Claude down to D tier. Great outfit, awful face. He's so funny that I would buy him and to laugh at him and then cover his face like a trash bag, but only to look at his outfit. I just... if only I was like good at repainting dolls. I'm not. I can only paint over already existing faces. But if I was, and if I had that skill, I would definitely repaint over him to give him a better face, because that's what he deserves. But I also heard that his, like, facial hair is molded in and not painted, so that's pretty weird. If I got him, I'd probably try to paint that in, and then I'd feel awful about it later, like what happened with that Frankie. So, after that, I think it's called Fashion Studio Claudine. Their pieces are god-awful, but I do like that doll a lot. I like Fashion Studio Claudine, but not enough to buy her. So she's right in between C and B. She's cool, but not cool enough. Then we have, like, I think it's Spade Laguna. A tier. She's cool. Okay, that Laguna is super cool. I do not like that she comes with a face mask to go with that doll, because she's a spa doll. And her hair is way too long for me. I love, love, love short hair dolls. I cut a lot of my doll's hair short because I'm a doll hair cutter. I can't sell any of my dolls now because of that. You're welcome. I wish she was released with the creep over dolls, though, because that is technically her pajama outfit, as seen in one of the episodes. I think it was like the Claude overprotecting Claudine episode that came out of nowhere and had no build-up whatsoever. But I really like Laguna's side, and I just like that design for Laguna. She deserved better than just being like a Spade doll. She should have been a creepover doll and been included in the Twyla creepover. God, Laguna and Twyla work so well together in Generation 3. It's insane. I wish they had more time together. There was the play episode where Laguna wrote a play and they were just... I really like them together so much. I wish that, like... God, my dream dolls would be like a Laguna and Twyla 2-pack. That would be so cool. I just want them to interact more. So coming up with Monster Ball, one of my favorite Generation 3 lines. Monster Ball including all of the Monster Ball outfits, because I watched the show, as I've mentioned, so I consider His Fits Toralei and Amped Up Frankie Monster Ball dolls. So if you hear that, I'm going to put them all together now. Starting with Monster Ball Claudine, a solid A-tier doll. Super cool. Really reminds me of Sweet 1600 Claudine, which is probably one of my favorite Claudine dolls of all time. I love that they gave Claudine a suit there. That works for them so well, better than the dresses they gave them. I don't know why I'm saying they, them pronouns for her. She's she, her, but I like they, them. Claudine, oh god, new headcanon. Anyways, she just looks really good in a suit. I wish she had a tie instead of a bow tie. I don't know, I think Claudine would be more likely, or at least I think the bow tie is like plastic or like glued. I don't know, what I remember from the bow tie is just pretty weird. I have this doll. I try not to think about the bow tie because I do not like it at all. I don't know what it is about it. Anyways, that's just a lot of rambling about something I don't care too much about. This is a really good doll, but no, I wouldn't say my least favorite of the Monster Ball dolls, including Amped Up and His Fits. they're just okay to me. Well, okay enough to be an A tier. Following that up with Monster Ball Draculaura, who was right in between S and A, because oh my god, she's so, so, so close. But her box hair is god awful. My grandma bought her for me, and oh my god, I love that doll with my life. She is one of probably my favorite Monster Ball doll, like from the official line, out of all of them, which is, I don't know, I think it's pretty easy for her to be the favorite. She looks really good in her stock photos and even better in person. I really like her tights and her shoes, and she comes with like a bouquet of pink flowers, and I like to sit her down holding them because she looks so nice like that. And the only reason she's not an S tier doll is her dumb box hair. It's rainbow high levels of glue. It's crazy. I haven't been able to get it out yet because I'm so scared to ruin her hairstyle. I don't know what to do about it. If anyone has any tips, please let me know. But also, I'm terrified of ruining her hair specifically because, oh my god, I love Monster Ball Draculaura. B tier would be Monster Ball Cleo. I thought she was Nephra at first, and I do not like Generation 3 and Nephra. Enough said about that. I do want this doll though. Oh my god, I love the outfit. She needs bangs. And now said I'm a doll hair cutter. I'm gonna botch up her hair with some bangs and make her look awful, but at least she'll have bangs, and that's what I'm gonna tell myself to be able to sleep at night after I do that, which I will probably do. The forehead is throwing me off. Oh my god. After that, we have Monster Ball Laguna, who people have considered the worst Monster Ball doll, but she was the first Monster Ball doll I got because I love Generation 3 Laguna as much as I love Generation 3 Frankie. There were two, like, people from Generation 1 that I liked, but they weren't, like, awesome. They weren't, like, in Generation 1, using this tier list, I'd say they were maybe B tier characters. They weren't anything special to me. They were cool and I loved them, but not enough as the other characters. But I would give Generation 3 Frankie and Laguna up to S tier. God, I love them so much. So Laguna's going in A tier. I don't care what anyone has to say about her being there. She's perfect, and for a couple days after I got her, I brought her around with me everywhere. She's such a great doll. I love her. After that, we've got Amped Up Frankie, an A tier doll. The thing about them is they look so good in their stock photos. It's mind-blowing how awesome they look. But now that I have them, it's a little bit underwhelming. I mean, I still love them, but the silver is a lot more downplayed. I'm not sure what it is. It's just, I still love the doll, and I love the keytar that they come with. It's such a Frankie thing to have. Oh my god, I love this doll. I really like the hair. I just wish it was in like a more elaborate hairstyle for like a standalone doll, because like the budget would have to be higher for that doll, right? I do really like it though. I wish the lips were like neon pink. They could have done so much better with that, like black lipstick. I'm so scared to paint over that Frankie's lips with black, but I would if I was pushed a little bit closer to the edge of that cliff. God, I love that doll. And then with the last Monster Ball doll, in my eyes, as someone who watches the show, up to S tier. Toralai's up there in S tier. Oh my god, I love this Toralai. They are my second favorite Generation 3 Toralai, to Fearbook Toralai, which is pretty obvious. They're the only Toralai. No, actually, there's one other Toralai. Oh god, I'm getting mixed up in my head. Fearbook Toralai is the best Toralai from Generation 3. But oh my god, I love the Hisfits Toralai. They are so cool. My only knows they should have had shorter hair, but even I don't care about that enough to put them in A tier. They're so cool. I love the microphone. Oh my god. And following that up, just for the sake of it, Persephone in A tier, Meowlity also in A tier. I'm going to explain Meowlity because she's definitely weaker than Toralai and Persephone here. But Persephone is self-explanatory. She's an awesome doll. I love the outfit. She's very cohesive. The whole outfit's cohesive. I love that they gave Meowlity and Persephone their own personalities in Generation 3. They are some highlights of Generation 3 for me. They're so cool. However, the reason Meowlity's up there so high is because I love Generation 3 Meowlity. I don't care that her outfit's ugly. I still love her anyways. her voice actor is Kate Micucci, one of my favorite voice actors of all time. That is so cool. I love the voice. That's me clapping my hands together out of excitement for that doll. I want her solely because she's Meowlity, not because she's an awesome doll. If I didn't have the emotional attachment to that Meowlity doll, she'd be in B tier, barely pushing it. But, oh, I love Meowlity so much. She's everything. She's not an S tier for obvious reasons, because she just isn't good enough to go there. But, oh god, I love her. I hope they make more dolls of her in the future that are so much better than this one, because if she's even just a little bit better, she's an instant S tier, along with Twyla, Day Out Frankie, His Fitz Torlai, and my beloved Beetlejuice Frankie. So next we have Fancy Laguna, the first Generation 3 Skeletor doll. I think it's Skeletor. I don't know, I just know they're really expensive. I call them a Skeletor doll because I associate expensive dolls with Skeletor. Like, I know that she was sold on Entertainment Earth, but I've also seen her listed on Amazon. There's a lot of talk for something pretty obvious about this doll. She's cool, but I'll be honest, I do not like dolls in, like, big dresses at all. I prefer casually dressed dolls, which is, they're fashion dolls. It's sort of, I don't know what I'm saying. Fancy Laguna, B tier. I love that Laguna. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in B tier. Too much blonde, dresses a little bit too elaborate for me. Like, there's like she's just okay. I love that Laguna though. I don't think I can see myself buying her because of her price, but she's cool, and I'll be honest, I could probably make her myself. She just seems very basic for a Skeletor doll. She doesn't, like, the hair is easy, the face makeup's easy. It's so similar to her other releases that, like, if you gave me some, like, blonde hair and orange lipstick, I could just make that doll and just give her a different, less elaborate outfit, and I could just pass her off as Fancy Laguna. I don't know if there's anything else to that doll that I'm missing, as I do not have the doll. I do like the braid in her hair, though. That's something. I love braided doll hair so much. It's one of my favorite things about, like, dolls. I braid my Twyla I bring around everywhere. The Generation 3 core Twyla, I bring her with me everywhere. Everyone I know has seen me with that doll. She's my favorite. She's so cool. I braid her hair all the time. I put it in, like, it's just so fun to braid doll hair. I love it so much. And I love Laguna's little braid there. I want more dolls with braided hair. That's so cool. Like, textured hair and all of that. Oh, God, it's so fun. After that, we have Bite in the Park, Draculaura. She needs bangs, C tier. I do like the playset, though. I would buy her, actually. She's so cool. I really like her. She's awesome. But she needs bangs. And she is a little bit washed out in her photos. I don't know if she's like that in real life, but I don't know, it's just throwing me off, like, with all the budget dolls. Also, I think the earrings should have been, like, light pink or gray, because they're just kind of off-putting with the other colors. I think that's one of my main issues with Generation 3. Of course, the outfits are weird sometimes. There's some outfits that are really good, like Beetlejuice Frankie and Day Out Frankie, but some of the outfits, and especially the colors, specifically the light purples and neon pinks where they're not needed, are just, like, throwing me off so bad. It's just so weird to me. I don't like it at all. After that, we have Neon Frights Frankie, who was initially probably one of my second least favorite of the Neon Frights line because of the lips, but now she's God, I thought about G1 Frankie earlier today. I'm thinking about her all day, and now I'm getting it mixed up in my head. I'm sorry if I'm using she, her pronouns for Generation 3 Frankie. That's a mistake on my part. I'm going to try to use they, them. Anyways, they, them Frankie. Yeah, Generation 3, they, them Frankie. I don't like the hot pink in their outfit, but they're the only Neon Frights doll of mine, for some reason, that's actually glow in the dark. It's like freaks me out at night because I wake up in the middle of the night, I turn over to look at my doll shelf, and Frankie's just glowing there in all their glory, and it scared me because I thought, oh my god, is my room being haunted by spectra, like a green spectra or something? But no, it's just my weird little Frankie, my weird little glow-in-the-dark Frankie, and I love them for it. That definitely added to their appeal. Also, they have the side shave, so that's why they're in B tier instead of C or D tier. S tier for Neon Frights Twyla. She goes in S tier. Twyla fan, she goes there regardless. Also, she's a solid doll. I actually really like her. A lot of people complain about her poly hair. All Skulltimate dolls are poly because, of course, they're poly. But the bangs are, like, a lot of people complain about the bangs, but I think they're cute for Twyla. I like them so much. I love the dark makeup and her shirt with Dustin on it. I love that so much. That's how you put, like, corresponding pets on shirts, in my opinion. It would have been so much better if Sweet Fangs was on Toralai's shirt and her core doll. That would have been so cute. I love Sweet Fangs so much. That works so well for Toralai. I'm going on about Sweet Fangs a lot. They're one of my favorite Monster High pets. Sweet Fangs is so underrated. I want to sweet. Anyways, that Twyla's awesome. I love her. I did not like her skirt, however, so I gave her pants with, like, they're the same color. My current Neon Frights Twyla has pants on right now, and that definitely adds to her appeal for me. So call me biased for that. I just hate, oh god, I didn't even mention it. Skulltimate Secrets skirts are awful. I hate them so much. That's why I rate Neon Frights skirts so low. That's why I'm rating the Neon Frights dolls so low, which is why Draculaura, you're going in C tier. The only reason you're not in D tier is because I like Draculaura. Her makeup's awful. I don't like the light purple and the neon greens all over her. That's just, oh god, I don't like it at all. I hate Draculaura with light purple. It could be so well done on her with, like, certain shades of purple on her, but I just don't like the light pink, like, purple lipstick they keep putting on these dolls. Like, the Innovation Claudine is an example of it. Oh, and Spade Laguna. I can let that slide for Laguna because I like Laguna. I'm biased, and I'm not a very good judge, but the Viridescent Laguna hasn't been. It looks... God, I'm looking at that doll right now, and I'll be honest, it doesn't throw me off as much as the other ones do, probably because it actually works for her color scheme, but not for this Neon Frights Draculaura at all. And then, of course, there's the quality of the skirts, which brings her down. C, barely pushing a C, because one step further, and she is a complete D tier for me. She's just almost there. However, on the flip side of that, Ghoulia, probably my least favorite Generation 3 character, I'm going to put in B tier. Because, oh my god, I love this release of her. Oh my god, I hate the brain motif, because, oh my god, she's a zombie, of course she has brains. But they didn't do that in Generation 1. God. Anyways, I really like the video game motifs and the belt, even though it has brain on it. I do like the belts for this, as unpopular as that is. I think they did a good job with that. And I really do like their sweaters that they come with. And I have that problem with the skirt, and the shoes. I love the shoes that this Laguna came with. However, there's, of course, the problem with the skirt. So like what I did with that Twyla, I actually found her pants, and I actually painted them. And, in true Generation 3 fashion, I drew brain patterns all over them. But now I'm too emotionally connected to that Ghoulia to put her any lower, even though, God, I love that Ghoulia. But she was barely pushing a B. In fact, I think she's more closer to an A for me now, but only because of external reasons, because of me making those pants for her. So I'm not a very good judge of that. I just love that Ghoulia so much. I really recommend her. I can't wait for more Ghoulia releases, as awful as it sounds. Oh, and also the glasses on this Ghoulia is so much better than the jarring hot pink ones on the original Ghoulia. I like that they're going back to the white glasses for Ghoulia. I love white glasses Ghoulia. It fits so well with her character. After that, we've got Neon Frights Toralai up to A tier. Awful skirt, but I like oh god, I'm stuck on Heath. Go Heath. Awful skirt. Toralai's awesome though. because this Torlai has short hair, so that gives her a whole extra point. If she didn't have that short hair, she'd be all the way down in B tier with Frankie and Gulia, but she has short hair, and that's enough said for me. After that, we've got Heath, D tier, easily. There's not much to say about him. He's like Claude, where I would buy him to laugh at him, but only on a sale for like 50 cents. I won't pay anything more than 50 cents for him. He's a freak. I love Generation 1 Heath so much. I don't know what it is about Generation 1 Heath. See, but they fumbled him. And I hate using that word, especially with like current slang, but they fumbled him so hard in Generation 3. His doll is terrible. Why did they make him bald? Why is he bald? So after that, we have Scared Ice Frankie, A tier doll for me. I just love Frankie. I have that doll and actually repainted them like the annoying freak that I am. But oh my god, I love that doll. They're so cool. They're my favorite Scared Ice doll. However, they should have given them black lipstick. They had it in the show. Why couldn't they give it to the doll? I painted the black lipstick on them to show you how dedicated I am to that. But god, I love that doll. They're an A tier for me, almost an S tier, but not enough. The black lipstick wouldn't have gone them into S tier. They're an A tier for me. They're a budget doll as well, but I got them for full core price. I don't know why Canada is the way Canada is. After that, we've got Scared Ice Claudine, C tier. I think she's boring. I don't like her very much. She doesn't look like a swim doll to me at all. It's just so weird how that's their equivalent to Gloom Beach for this generation. It's just not working. However, on the flip side of that, Draculaura does work. She's a little bit... Wait, did I? Yeah, she's in B tier. Not as good as the Frankie, but I do really enjoy that Draculaura. The reason they're not in the Draculaura from Scared Ice isn't in the A tier is because of that dumb hat with the bats poked out of it. The whole point of her wearing a hat is because she can't go in the sun. So why would there be holes in the hat where the sun can get through and brutally murder her? As it's been canon that that's what happens when they go in the sun. Thanks to Once Bitten, Twice Dead, which I did read. It was awful in the best way. I love it. Anyways, I just don't... Also, the earrings for that doll, I don't like them very much. I think there should have been more pink in that Draculaura's hair, and maybe bangs, or at least side pieces coming out of the doll's ponytail. I don't know, I'm talking a lot about a doll I don't even have or really care about buying too much. I know they're phasing out Scared Ice, at least in the stores I'm at. So she might, I really do want to buy her though. She's not at the top of the list at all. Only if I notice that she's becoming super scarce and her price goes down, because god, I hope her price goes down. She's supposed to be a budget doll, for god's sake. Not, god, Canada. After that, we've got the Laguna that comes with the playset for Scared Ice. That up there in A tier. Once again, I'm a Laguna fan. I am pathetic, I know. So that's why that Laguna goes there. Such a good doll, actually. God, they work so much for me with the Frankie as well. I completely forgot what I was going to say about Laguna because I was thinking about Frankie's hat earrings. God, I'm not allowed to think. I shouldn't be allowed to think. After that, we've got, I don't know, I think the Gorganizer equivalent Cleo. I do not remember what they're called. I always think Vanity Cleo. However, they just released a Vanity Cleo a couple weeks ago, I think. I don't know. They're on Amazon right now. God, I'm not up to date on too many of the Cleo stuff. I know about their new doll, but this Cleo is just kind of... It's not really working for me. I like the dress, but they have the awful Claudine top knot, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she was Polly. She goes in C tier for me. I do like her, though. But she's not doing it. We have Fabulous Pets, Draculaura, with the 2-pack with Claudine, B tier because, God, I love Count Fabulous so much. I love the pets in Monster High so much. I talked a lot about Sweet Fangs. I talk so much to people I know about Dustin. And Count Fabulous is... God, I love Count Fabulous so much. He's so cool. But she goes there just because she's... God, that's such a good Draculaura doll. I love the makeup they gave her. The hair, the bow. It's such a good doll. I love it so much. And the only reason... She's in B tier because the bow's plastic. It's so good. God, I like her so much. Claudine's a C tier from Fabulous Pets. I'll be honest, I'm not a big Crescent fan. I liked it better when Crescent was a cat in Generation 1, because that adds to the whole cats and dogs thing that they have with Claudine and Toralei, which, God, I can talk a long time about Claudine and Toralei as well, but I also don't really like the blue on this Claudine. I do like the hair a lot, though. I wasn't expecting that. See, the light purple can work on these dolls, which I've gone over before. God, and it works on this Claudine doll, but the bright blue just washes it completely out, and it's just not worth it in the end. So, after that, we've got Fabulous Pets Cleo, coming with Tut and Hisette. They are an A tier for me. Oh my god, she's so cool. I love the hairstyle, and I also love Tut and Hisette. I prefer Hisette, because Hisette is such... Oh god, God. Does anyone else just, like, have words to say, but they can't say it because they feel so overwhelmed by emotion that they just make an noise about it? Because that's how I feel about this video. Thank you, Autism. Okay, after that, we've got they did more Creepover dolls. I forgot to mention that, which is pretty obvious for people who are caught up with Monster High. And I do not like these at all. C tier for both the Claudine and Draculaura. I just don't like them. The neon blue and the pale purple, just, oh god, I do not like it whatsoever. It's just god-awful. I don't like it. Why did they release more Creepover dolls? If anything, I think they should have released a Creepover Twyla, because Twyla came out with the Creepover line. Why doesn't she have a Creepover outfit? Just, like, make a... You know what they did? Like, a Dead Tired Wave 2 with Spectra and Abby in Generation 1. Just do that again, but with some characters who deserve to have Creepover outfits. Not more dumb Draculaura and Claudines, because they're the marketable main characters. In bright blue and pale purple and neon pink. I don't like that at all. I'm a giant fan of neon pink and light purple and blue. Those are some of my favorite colors. I like a lot of colors, especially hot pink. That's probably my favorite color. But oh my god, just give characters colors other than hot pink and pale purple and oh god. Some of these character designers need to learn color theory. Some of these designs are so good. Just look at Beetlejuice Frankie. That's like my example for any good doll now. Beetlejuice Frankie. But, oh my god. Just give dolls good color schemes. Anyways, I talked way too much about that. Corey for Draculaura is going up in S tier. She's cool. Oh my god, she's cool. I love her so much. I did cut her hair to be shorter. I didn't like how it was long. I think there should be short hair Draculaura dolls. Way more short hair Draculaura dolls. I don't know if she even has any that would warrant short hair. However, it is doll we're talking about, so maybe Bite in the Park would count. I don't know, I'm rambling a lot. Draculaura needs, like, oh god, I kept thinking, oh my god, she needs short pigtails. That'd be so cool. And then she didn't come with short pigtails, so I just cut them myself. And now I keep forgetting that I cut it. And I always forget to mention that when I show her to anyone. And it's... I don't know. I prefer her with short pigtails. I'm not ashamed of that. I cut Draculaura's hair. She's cool. Her outfit's awesome. I love it so much. When I was younger, back when I was in love with Generation 1, I was Cleo for Halloween once, as proof. I had so many Draculaura dolls. I cannot find them. I think I lost them. But, oh my god, I would have freaked out over this Draculaura doll. I would have brought her with me everywhere to the point where, like, her face makeup would have been smudged off. She'd be missing all of her clothes. Her hat would be long gone. I wouldn't even bother talking about that. I lose the hat myself. And I'm, like, even now I lose the hat all the time because I actually cut the ties out that were holding the hat in like an idiot. I'm not saying I'm an idiot, but also, anyways, moving on from that, the earrings. God, I love the earrings. Like, they matched the split dye and they were coffin shaped with heart. Oh my god, I love this doll so much. And I'm a giant fan of like dolls having socks and tights. I freak out when dolls have that. It's one of my favorite things for dolls to have, especially when they're full length. And oh my god, Draculaura has that. That is so cool. I love this Draculaura so much. I'm not too picky with my... I don't know. Am I picky with my dolls? I can't tell. I just love so many dolls. Beetlejuice Frankie has a place in my heart. I talk about them all the time. Anyways, after that we have Core Refresh Claudine, who I also have this doll, and is definitely one of my favorite Claudines, up there with Monster Ball and Creepover Claudine. They don't match at all. Those completely different vibes. Oh god, I hate using that word. Feelings that... different feelings that those dolls give off, and they're still my top 3 Claudines, I think, unless I... Oh, wait, no, I'm forgetting about Monster Fest. Anyways, those 3, for now, they're my favorites. I love Core Refresh Claudine. I don't even mind the, like puffy sleeves that she has. It's such a glow-up... God, another dumb word. I'm resorting to brain rot right now. It's such a cool Claudine. I love her. I love her jacket and her pants, and they're just getting so much better with Claudine releases, like, as Generation 3 goes on, and I can't wait for more with, like, Monster Fest as an example, because, oh my god! Then, obviously, Venus is up in S tier, because, of course, Venus is up there. Venus is awesome. Venus is... I'm very biased to Beetlejuice. I keep bringing Beetlejuice Frankie up, but I'm very biased to all the other dolls in there. But if I wasn't biased, Generation 3 Venus is better than Generation 1 Venus by so much. It's crazy how much I prefer that. I don't know how they'll ever, like, top this doll. I mean, they definitely are trying with Garden Mysteries, which is coming out soon. I'm excited for that so much. And even that's not really... Oh my god, that's such a good doll. I can talk so much about it. After that, we've got... I think it's... Oh my god, I'm not recognizing this doll. Yeah, I think that's Monsterista's Cleo. She doesn't look washed out, so I'll give her a solid B tier. I think... If I'm... I don't know, I'm forgetting the names of these dolls now. If I got that... Anyways, if I got that wrong, just tell me. But judging by this picture I have here of this doll, she's cool. After that, we have, I think it's the Fantastic Getaway. Oh my god, I might be pulling that right out of my brain, out of nowhere at all. I think it's something like that. Or is that the ones after? I don't know. I don't know the name. It's another Claudine and Draculaura 2-pack. Why are they giving us so many Draculaura and Claudine 2-packs if they're not even going to make them girlfriends? Okay. Just give us a... Draculaura goes in C tier. The Claudine goes along with her in C tier. Unremarkable. Not much to say about it, and I could say that about the... I'm actually going to put this Draculaura in B tier. Up here in the B tier, the thing is that Draculaura looks so boring in B tier. But oh my god, does she look like the actor from the Monster High movies? And I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Nickelodeon movies. They're not my favorite. I love Monster High, as you can tell that I'm putting so much work into this. Anyways, that Claudine, I like her. I like the green on her. I don't usually like green on dolls, but that works for me. Okay. Core Refresh Cleo. She goes up there in A tier. She's so cool. God, they are just... All the recent Cleo designs are so good. They're just... God, I love them so much. Cleo dolls are so underused. Like, they could be so good, but they're just never reaching their full potential of Cleo. But this one does. I have yet to see an S tier Cleo, though, unfortunately. It's just unfortunate. In A tier as well is Core Refresh Laguna. I love her pants. And my friend Madeline, who is not a Monster High fan at all, gave her a whole 7 out of 10. So, anyways, I love that Laguna. Oh my god, I can't wait to buy her. She's so cool. Then I'm going to put the Core Refresh Frankie next to Cleo, girlfriend, partners, date partners, significant others. God, I love that Frankie. I'll be honest, where did I put... Yeah, they are the same level as core Frankie to me. I love the pink in their hair. The colors do feel more random, though. That's, does kind of bring them down for me, which is why they're not S tier, which they're so close to being S tier. I also don't like how the socks don't go all the way. I do understand that they were, like, showing off the prosthetic. I'm talking nothing right now. Oh my god. I like full-length tights or socks or whatever. After that, we have... Oh, this is Vanity Cleo. This is what I was thinking of. Unless there's like an... Oh god, I'm dumb. I don't know their names. So this Cleo, C tier. She's cool, but she's just not anything remarkable. It's her, like, Bite in the Park or the Claudine Scare Days. She's just okay. Up there, A tier, almost S tier. Monster Fest Frankie. That clap is all I think about them. They're so cool. This is the only Monster Fest doll I own. And all I can say about them is they definitely made candy for Monster Fest. It's so... Oh, God, I love that Frankie so much. I love the pants, too. I like how they're asymmetrical. I love how they're showing the prosthetic and everything. They're just, like, not denying it at all. They're like, look, this Frankie has a prosthetic. And it doesn't feel like they're, like, hiding it. I don't know. God. I think that's dumb. I don't know, I'm not explaining it well. I just love Frankie's prosthetic. In my head, Frankie has a prosthetic in G1. That's canon to my head and only my head. In fact, all the Monster Ball dolls are Monster Fest, except for, you know, which one, who I'll get to afterwards. They are all A tiers for me. They're not S tiers because S tier is for my special babies on my Beetlejuice Frankie level. Frankie Beetle... So all four of them, they go there. Probably my least favorite out of those four is probably the Cleo, just because she looks so similar to Core Refresh Cleo. I don't know why I think that, because they don't when I'm looking at them side by side. But when I think of them in my head, I just see the same doll and I get them mixed up all the time. But that doesn't take away from how good both those dolls are at all. However, when I first saw the Monster Fest Claudine, like, oh my god, that's the best Claudine doll. She's almost S tier. I just don't really like Generation 3 Claudine too much. It's just not... She's just not Claudine. She's just not Claudine enough for me. But I do love that doll. She is the best Claudine doll they've ever released. For Generation 3 at least. Because, oh my god, Generation 1 is so good with Claudine. Monster Fest Laguna. Laguna's awesome, as always. She's probably the closest to being an S tier doll for me. I just love the color scheme, the pinks and the blues. They just work so well together. I love pink and blue next to each other. God, I love Laguna so much. D tier, as much as it pains me. Draculaura. The worst Draculaura doll. Oh my god, I want to punch that doll so hard. The greens! The greens! Oh my god, I thought they should have learned their lesson from Neon Fright's Draculaura. God damn it. Just a bad doll. I really do want it. God. The thing about these dolls is, as much as I don't like some of them, I still love them all. They're like, this is like, D tier is the worst of the best for me. I just love them all so much. They're my children, and as weird as it is to say, because I'm... That's so weird to say that these characters are my children, because... Anyways, God, I love her. Wait, no, I'm talking about Monster Fest Dracula. No, I hate her. I hate her so much. She's so ugly. Her food truck I like her food truck, though. I buy her for the food truck. God, Dracula driving trucks is so cool. I don't know what it is about Dracula truck driving. That's just awesome to me, but it is. We've got the new I went the on shelves Sculpted Secrets line. Monster Mysteries with the new lockers. The new ugly, awful lockers. Claudine, A tier, so cool. In fact, I'm just gonna put them all in A tier, like the Monster Fest line, minus Draculaura. But in this case, Draculaura is here, because, I'll be honest, I can't choose a favorite between Abby, Draculaura, and Cleo. Not to say that Claudine isn't bad, but as I said before, I'm just not a Claudine fan. I love that this is Abby's second doll. She looks so good. I love Abby dolls so much. However, all she gets is Polly. Oh god, she needs a Saran variant, please. The Draculaura is so close to being an S tier. She is probably the closest to being an S tier. But she doesn't have bangs. Oh my god, as soon as you take that microphone off, it's like just flashbang forehead. Like you could use that forehead as a mirror. You could play tic-tac-toe on that. you could play connect the dots on that forehead. God, I hate it. But I love the doll. Oh my god, they did so good. I don't like the dance class gimmick that they have that just, like, they have this, like, whole extravagant, awesome outfit for these dolls, and then they have just dance class outfits. Like, it just doesn't, I don't like it. Just release a dance class variant. Like, they did that for, Generation 1. Why can't they do it with this without, Also, why are they pop stars? They're not even pop stars. Caddy's not in this line. She's the only canon pop star. God, my brain's hurting thinking about this. I'm just gonna stop thinking about all the, nerd details I have about this and just accept the dolls. They're cool. Draculaura forehead flashbang. So, I have a pretty unpopular opinion about this doll. If you think I'm stopping in A tier, I'm not. She's up in S tier. Oh my god, I love her. Like, I took the shoulder things off. I gave her Mara from Rainbow Shadow High. Shadow High's like pink denim jacket instead of that thing. And oh my god, I love it. I'm looking at it right now. I love her so much. She's such a cool doll. I can't wait for future releases of her. I know that people say that, oh my god, her outfit sucks. And you know what? Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. But oh my god, like the braids in her hair, they're loose. I know that. And the thing about my doll is her head. It's like super wobbly. Like it doesn't stay in one shape if it moves. Oh, god, that's weird. No, it's not. You know how if you like turn the doll's head downwards and you move the doll around a lot, the doll is most likely going to be in a very similar. The head's going to be in a very similar position. You know how dolls are supposed to work. Her head just really wants to go face the sky for one reason. For some reason, I mean, not one. There is no reason behind it. It's just a really loose head. And also her left arm, no articulation. I do not know what happened there. I cannot move it at all in like the elbow. I can move the hand and the shoulder fine, easy. But oh my god, what the hell? But the fact that even that's not holding her back from being an S tier doll for me is crazy. I have like the perfect storm of reasons why people would hate that doll. But I still love her anyways. Oh my god, I think I'm just a general Caddy fan. She's so cool. Then we have the Fear books. My least favorite Fear book doll is Draculaura. But she's an A tier for me. And if the A tier is my least favorite Fear book, I just love Draculaura and Film Club. I love film clubs at school. I'm not in any because I don't like to talk to people very much. But I love the idea that Draculaura has a film club. That's so cool. One of the reasons I like Laguna so much is that she's like she writes her own movies. She directs her own movies. She acts in them. Oh my god, I love that idea so much. And oh god. God, I love film club dolls so much. They're such a niche area of dolls, but they just work so well for me. And also that's just a recoloring of Innovation Draculaura, so that's just kind of bringing her down a little bit. Next we have Fearbook Toralei, S tier. She's probably between S and A tier for me, only because I don't like the purple in her hair. I don't know, the haircut, it's like, the only way I can describe it is Karen. I hope that doesn't destroy it for anyone. I think the haircut's kind of Karen-y. But god, do I love the outfit. I love the guitar. She's so cool. I love music-based Toralei dolls. Like the Fierce Rockers doll that Toralei got in Generation 1. I love it so much. I don't have it, but it's definitely a dream doll of mine. She's so cool. I love music-based Toralei. Even though canonically in Generation 1 she can't sing. However, in Generation 3 she's a really good singer. Oh my god. I just love that Toralei. And to absolutely no surprise to anyone, Twyla is S tier. Oh my god, I love her. I have her on pre-order. The moment she, appeared on Amazon, I pre-ordered her. God, I love her so much. Oh my god. you know what, she might be one of my favorite dolls of all time. I don't have her, so I can't judge her that well yet. Like, I have she's so cool. Oh my god, I love her outfit. I love the jacket she comes with. She comes with a little box of cookies or spookies or whatever they call them. I don't like this. They're driving these puns into the ground. Like, what do they mean? They're serving lurks. That's so dumb. That's a ramble for another time. But, oh my god, that's such a good doll. I love that she comes with the game set and she can have cookies, Dungeons and Dragons. And, oh my god, I love Twyla so much. She's so cool. Oh god, Generation 3 Twyla is just doll after doll of just amazing. She's so cool. Oh my god. I have to move on before I start. Okay. Oh god, no, Spectra does not go in D tier. She's an A tier for me. I cannot wait to get this doll. Spectra's so cool. She was, in fact, Generation 1 Spectra was my first Monster High doll I ever got. Like, I think it was Core Spectra. She was the first Spectra doll I ever got. And she, my grandpa on my mom's side, he gave her to me for Christmas. My first Monster High doll ever, when I was talking about Monster High to everyone I knew. But no one knew where to get the dolls, but for some reason, he found Spectra for me. And that was so cool. I loved it so much. I was so happy when I got her. And I had her for years, and I started collecting Spectras, and then I lost all my Spectras at school, because I was like a little kid at the time. But oh my god, I love Spectra. They did so well with this doll, and I love that she's an iPad kid. I mean, it's so weird and gross that... God, I love that she comes with an iPad. Oh god, I love her. I love her design too. It's so Spectra. God, I love Spectra so... screw it. S tier. S tier Spectra. She's an S tier for me. I love her. Welcome, Kimmy Frankie. I'm going to put that one in A tier. Pansexual Boots. I hope that's confirmation that Frankie's canonically pan. That's cool. Also, I love this doll. Oh my god. They're so cool. I really hope they do end up coming out, because they've been going back and forth, moving the release date so much further. I heard there was a pre-order recently for her on Entertainment Earth, but it's like a rumor. I did not witness it at all, and I couldn't find the doll on Entertainment Earth for whatever reason. I don't know what happened on my end, if anyone else sees her on there. Them on there, god. Sorry for that. Oh my god, I love that doll, so cool. There should be more Welcome Committee dolls on that vein. Oh my god, it'd be so cool if they released Welcome Committee dolls to confirm characters like canon sexualities or like being under the LGBTQ plus umbrella. That'd be so cool. I love that. Just in little things like the boots. I don't know if that's actually confirmation or if it's just like coincidence, but I'm gonna take it as confirmation because I think that's so cool. God, I love Generation 3 Frankie. They are the Frankie of all time. So next we have these two, I'm assuming, a 2-pack between Laguna and Claudine. Laguna is probably going to go in B. I do not know what this 2-pack's called. It's completely skipping my mind. Laguna's going to go B tier because, she's going down to C tier. Think about these dolls is I don't like the ponytails. Oh my god, I don't like the ponytails. Foreheads. They just don't look any... the thing about 2-pack dolls in Generation 3 that I've started to notice is that the effort just goes all the way down the drain. I'm not including 3-packs at all. The 3-pack dolls are awesome because there's only one of them and they are amazing. They're one of my favorite 3-packs of all time. And then the 6-pack... I won't even get started on 6-pack. Oh my god, that one was weird. Oh yeah, the Claudine and Laguna, they're just... I don't think I'd even buy it for Laguna. God, I love Laguna, but they're just ugly there. Which is an awful way to end the Lagunas on this list, because she's so cool. I love her. After that, I've got another 2-pack between Claudine and Draculaura, the marketable duo. I'm going to give the Draculaura B tier because I love the headband. And I like the inspiration from Core Refresh Draculaura. That's so cool. The outfit ugh, God, I really like that doll. I wish she had bangs. But, like, that's such a... It doesn't matter in the long run, because her forehead's not too bad. I'm complaining a lot about foreheads on these dolls. But, oh my god, please tell me that the Monster Mysteries Draculaura isn't completely off-putting without that thing on her head. Please. Anyways, the Claudine from that 2-pack's going down to C tier. She's cool, I guess. Just nothing special. She's an average 2-pack doll. Now we're getting to the last 4. This Cleo, I'm going to give her to C tier. She looks boring. I don't like what's on her shoulders. What is that? And once again, I can just tell it's going to be poly hair, which brings her down. And we're ending off pretty strong, actually. Draculaura from the new line that was just released. Well, not released, actually announced. God, I wish Laguna was going to be a part of that line. I love Laguna. Anyways, Garden Mysteries Draculaura, she goes there. I love the red in her outfit. I do not know if she's going to be an S tier doll for me yet. There is a chance, though. Like, once she comes out, like, it's so close, honestly. Like, she's pretty close. She's awesome. I just love that they're giving her, like, this dark red instead of, like, the weird bright red they're giving Persephone. Oh, no, Meowlity, God. But, God, she's cool. I like her so much. Then we've got my favorite of the line, Twyla. I mean, I've got my own, things to say about this doll, as in things I don't really like about this doll, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna ignore it and pretend. No, I'm joking. I don't like the pigtails. Everything else is awesome. I love her so much. If I get the doll, I'm gonna restyle her hair, but oh my god, I love Twyla. She's so cool. All the Twyla dolls ever go in S tier for me. She's so cool. Generation 3 is just... I've said this before, but they're doing so well with Twyla dolls. Every generation has done well with Twyla dolls, except for Generation 2, but I love them anyways. And now, on the last doll is the second Venus doll, who pains me to say is... screw it. She's an A tier doll. I wish her hair wasn't straight. I mean, they're definitely going for a Generation 1 Venus look for this doll. They're definitely going for that. I can tell with the way they did her hair. But she's not Generation 1 Venus. This isn't Generation 1, which I think a lot of Generation 1 fans need to realize. This is a completely different universe of Monster High. So why would... God, and now I'm sounding like a TED Talk. Anyways, she's cool. I like the now I'm forgetting what they're called, the little hairs on her forehead. I love how they're shaped like vines. It's so cool, and I love her outfit. I just wish the hair was braided. That's like my only complaint about the doll. So close to being S tier. Venus is so close to being an only S tier doll, just like Twyla. Twyla. It's just not there. God, I'm hiccuping. Quite hiccuping now. Oh wait, that is the last one. Huh. Well, that was pretty anticlimactic. I ended on a hiccup. A silent hiccup that no one but me could hear. Wow. Well, that was... Wow, I'm not good at ending videos. I like Generation 3, if you couldn't tell. Oh my god, is Snow Laguna in S tier? Oh god, I gotta fix that. Wait. I'm just gonna... One moment. Yeah, no, wait. There we go, Monster Fest Laguna in S tier. I have to prove that I'm a real fan of her. I'm not a fake fan of G3 Laguna. Monster Fest Laguna gets to go in S tier just to prove a point. So I'd say she's right in between S and A. Just, ignore where she was before. Oh my god, I love G3, Frankie, and Laguna, and oh god, I love G3 so much. For the first year it was out, I was in, I did not like it at all. However, then I caught wind, is that a phrase? I heard of the G3 haters that would just be awful to it nonstop, and I don't know, that didn't feel right, because it's Monster High. I don't know, I'm not making any sense. The whole point of Monster High is to accept dolls no matter what. Not dolls. Accept people. No, wait. Oh, God. No, I'm sounding like another TED Talk. My brain's not working. I love Monster High. I love G3. It took a long time for me to warm up to it. But once I had... God, it made my life so much better once I realized how awesome Monster High is now still. Like, I love the very obvious representation of so many different, like, groups of people that were just implied before. It's so cool. I love the new era of Monster High. They did such a good job with it. I don't care if anyone else hates it. I love it personally, and I can't wait to see what else they release. Twyla is awesome. I can't wait for more Spectre releases. Laguna should have had a Garden Mysteries doll. Garden Mysteries Venus should have curly hair. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. This is awesome. Beetlejuice Frankie forever. I love Monster High. Wow. What a shocker. I had no idea. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me talk about my special interest. For however long this is, I did not check. I'm guessing it's over like 20. Oh God, it would be so crazy if it was over 30 minutes. But I would not be surprised. Imagine if it was over an hour. I'd probably look like an idiot right now, because anyone watching this video can see how long it is. Anyways, I had a lot of fun making this. I love Generation 3 so much, and I love getting these dolls. They're so cool. I love Monster High. Even the dolls at the bottom, like, I still love them. Like Ghoulia from Generation 3, she's cool. She's like restylable. That's what I can say about that doll. God, even Heath is like, I'm not gonna talk about that Heath. He's bald. I like his personality in Generation 3 though. As unpopular as that might be. Oh God, I'm talking a lot about Monster High. Cupid should come back, so Cupid should come back, so Ever After High gets rebooted. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching my video for the third time. Listening. Oh, God, no, you don't. This is the first time, I hope. No, my brain's not working. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.